have limited time to prepare for an interview, one of the best things you can do is make a slamming first impression, come right out of the gate where the interviewer likes you, and then end the interview with an unforgettable splash. That way, if they throw you some topsy-turvy curveball questions in the middle, you can be confident in the parts of the interview that you can actually predict and control, the intro and the sign-off. So I'll give you the exact scripts of what to say. You can turn off your brain, hand it to me, I'll take it from here. Though, you will have to learn your lines, Morgan Freeman, so write this down. Oh, and how rude of me if we haven't met. I am Madeline Mann. I'm a human resources leader and job search strategist who turns job seekers into job shoppers. You may recognize me from being a top job search instructor on Spotify and LinkedIn Learning, or you may have seen me on ABC, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, and more. Subscribe, because what is the best that could happen? You become a job shopper for the rest of your career where companies are competing for you to join their companies? The reason why getting the first impression right is going to be such a powerful approach for you in the job search is due to the primacy effect. The primacy effect by Solomon Asch tells us that people remember the first pieces of information the best. And this is definitely the case in a job interview. So in a job interview, you need to first practice your response to throwaway questions like, how are you? Believe it or not, you are already setting the tone here. So add a little something extra to your response. Say something like, my day is going great. I found a new focus playlist that is all string quartets playing classic rock, and it's been exactly what I'm looking for. I know, it's not groundbreaking information, but it brings energy into the conversation, which will send an early positive signal. I'm curious to hear what first impression you've gotten from your interviewers in recent interviews, such as, are they typically nice, low energy, a bit cold and all business? Let me know in the comments. Next, you'll likely be asked some version of tell me about yourself. The key here is they don't actually want to learn about you. They want to learn how relevant you are to the company. So we are going to skip that 8-part docuseries of your life and instead focus on the key 3 things the company wants to know. First, state what kind of professional you are in one sentence that perfectly aligns with the role you're going for. Don't focus on your past careers, focus on now and the future. Next, walk through some of your recent job experiences in reverse chronological order, only stopping to touch on key achievements that are highly relevant to the role you're interviewing for. I wouldn't go much farther back than 3 jobs ago. Then wrap up your answer with why this role and company is the right next move for you in your career. This is really an answer you should map out on a document. So I created a free worksheet with all of the scripts I give you in this video with directions and examples so that you can craft this for yourself, and I'll link that below. What's great is if you look at the anatomy of the answer I just sketched out for you, you are immediately positioning yourself as the perfect match for the role, and a high-achieving one at that. In addition, you are squeezing in why you want this role, which, believe it or not, greatly helps you to land the opportunity. Companies are cautious, so they're only looking for people who know what they want in their next role, have done their research, and specifically want this opportunity. Companies are terrified of turnover, and not the delicious pastry kind. Next, let's talk about how to conclude the interview in a riveting way. It will feel like the last 15 minutes of Die Hard. And of course, this is where the recency effect comes into play. The recency effect, a concept highlighted by Herman Ebbinghaus in his work from 1913 and later by Bennett Murdoch in 1962, indicates that people tend to remember the most recent information they've encountered. This is especially important in an interview setting where the last impression can linger in the interviewer's mind. So here is how to close a job interview with a bang. Start with, based on this conversation, I will say I'm really interested in this opportunity. Showing enthusiasm does matter. Companies favor candidates who proactively convey interest in the opportunity. Next, say, it seems perfect because, and then name specific aspects of the role that match your skill set and anything about the company or industry that works really well for you. This does not need to be long, but it should be hyper specific. Not things like, this work seems motivating and you have a really great culture. No, specifically which projects are you excited to work on? one? How does this industry or company exactly fit what you've done in the past or what you are focused on next? And finally say, I will follow up in a week if I don't hear from you. Unless you have a specific timeline you're working under. This is great because companies love a candidate who is proactive. And here you don't have to feel awkward at all about following up because you already told them you're going to do that. Or you got an understanding of their timeline. That's perfect. Now, you should follow up the right way. You don't want to come across as annoying. So I'll link free follow-up email templates below that have led to thousands of positive responses of people finally hearing back quickly. And I'll also link that free download of all the scripts and examples we talked about in this video so you can customize them for your interview. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. You've got this. Wi-Fi high five.